Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Var. You are now tuning into Three Stage Podcast. I know. I know it's been a while. Why does Joker keep changing the name? Nah, but this name right here is the most appropriate for how I want my channel to go going forward. All right, Three Stage Podcast, right? I got the name of the podcast or inspired by a philosopher. His name is Arthur Schopenhauer. I mentioned it in some of my old videos. Arthur Schopenhauer says that the truth comes in three stages. Right? The truth comes in three stages. The first stage is ridiculed. All right. The second, it is violently opposed. The third stage, it becomes self-evident. All right. What does that mean? Usually when you do hear truth, you end up people get triggered, especially nowadays. You know what I mean? Me included. And I'm not taking myself out of this. And this is why I think this is the most appropriate name for this channel and how I want the channel to go going forward. All right. Excuse me, I haven't done this in a while for y'all jokers here. So I mean just stick with me for a little bit. All right. Y'all saw the title. We're gonna get there. But I just want to let y'all know why I changed the name and why it's appropriate. You hear things and you get triggered. The first thing you do is ridicule it. Like, you're ridiculed. Like, get the F out of you, crazy, right? As the troops keep coming at you, you're gonna start to feel some type of way. Like, come on, now I'm feeling attacked. It becomes you violently oppose that theory or that idea that's being brought to you that's triggering your anger, right? Sadness, confusion, whatever. Over time, you let that ride out, it will become self-evident. Like, yo, dang, I was mad at first, but now I'm seeing it. You almost become embarrassed to yourself for being upset at that, right? You almost get embarrassed, like, God damn, I was actually joking about that before, or I was making fun of it, and then got mad at it. Then when it becomes self-evident, you then become mad at yourself. You mad at yourself because then you got caught. You know what I mean? You got caught. So it's like, all right, I got caught up now. Who am I? Like, God dang. I mean, can I even trust my own emotions and stuff like that? So, but the only thing you got to do is this. It happens to everybody, and you got to be mature enough to forgive yourself that you were that dumb guy, that dumb person, right? There's a great quote. And I have it written down somewhere, actually. Let me see if I do. Yeah, I got a great. All right, here we go. Here's a good quote for y'all. If you want to improve, be content with the thought of being foolish, okay, and stupid. All right, that was from Epictetus. Okay, he's saying that if you're talking and you're trying to teach something, or you're trying to be great, or you want to improve, you want to be greater, know that sometimes you're gonna look stupid, you're gonna say something dumb. You know what I mean? You're gonna look a little foolish, but you can't be afraid of that. Be okay that you're gonna sound stupid and dumb and ignorant on things you really don't know, or you haven't been through yet, because you haven't walked that path yourself. You understand? But that's why the name is called Three Stage Podcast. All right, I hope you guys enjoy the topic that I'm coming up with today. All right, we're gonna be talking about Ja Morant. All right, Ja Morant. Man, they was getting at me on Facebook. You know what I mean? They was getting at me on Facebook because I said that Ja Morant should just be banned from the league. Cancel him. Just get him out of here, right? Why? Why do I feel this way? Why so strong, right? Why so strong about the feeling? Because we got young men. We have young men that want to be like this guy, right? You know the crisis. You see the crisis that's going on right now. Young men aren't being raised by other men. They're being raised in a single parent home, most likely around their mothers. All right, so they only have one way of thinking. These are all half of people because they don't have the balance of both entities, right? They don't have the elements of both. And this goes with anybody. If you're only lived in and you're only being influenced by one side, you're missing another half of yourself in order to balance you out. If you're feeling confused and you got all this anxiety, that's probably why you're missing something. You understand? You're missing something. But anyway, the reason why I say get him out of here, this dude has been going through it. Shannon Sharp was talking about how he was threatening young men and wanting to be a gangster or whatever. All right, the young man is 23. People are calling him a kid. Like, oh, this kid is doing, he's just being a kid. He's just being a kid. This is a grown-ass man right here. He's a grown man. We can't keep making excuses for gentlemen like him. Because then he will continue to make mistakes, especially at this age. He's going to think that he can get away with it. Y'all men, y'all know, as men, like growing up, like we learned certain things because we kept getting told no. We kept getting told no, no, no. So we had to find another way around it. So the other way around the no is either being righteous or being rebellious, right? There's only two ways to go. This young man is being rebellious. Okay, he's being rebellious and he has his father in his life. This man grew up in a 2-family home. There's no reason for him to try to chase this, but why is he doing it, right? Why is he doing it? If you go to that video, right? If you go to the video, he ended up flashing he flashed his gun. He flashed the piece, right? He flashed it on his IG, but in the background, if you notice, there were strippers in the background. They were dancing. You know what I mean? They were dancing. They was getting turned up, black lights, club life. He was clearly intoxicated. Well, at least that's what it looked like. I can't say clear. Jokers just be wilding nowadays, so you don't know if they intoxicated, crazy, drunk, whatever. I don't know. Ja messed up, and I think he should be made an example of, right? Oh boy, you going so hard? Like, why you going so hard, right? Dude on my Facebook was like, yo man, you sound like a cop. Why? He's like, why is such a nice young man like yourself going so hard on a brother like you? You know how people try to win arguments, man. Your mama black. Yeah, I get it. All right, I know my mama black, right? But I grew also with both of my parents. You understand? And I also know what's right and wrong, and I also know at 23 you're a grown ass man. All right, we can't keep making excuses for him. He will be able to make the best choices after he's banned from the league. All right. They were talking about maybe 2 days suspension or whatever the case is. Nah, get him out of here. Let him find a way to talk to the youth and tell them why what he did was wrong. What he did and how he displayed himself as a role model, whether he asked to be a role model or not. Okay, Charles Barkley, you are one. Okay, you're on a big stage. You're at a certain age. People are watching you, and people aspire to be like you. What do you want these kids to be? Do you care about the future? And if you don't, there's more reason why you need to get out of here. You have to get out of here. Because people who don't care about the future are the ones that's tearing it down. Like tearing the community apart. You look at what's going on with the community, people. Look at what's going on. All right, now if you're looking at this and you want to be like, oh man, he's just a young kid. You gotta know that he's a young kid. You gotta give him a little bit of grace. Would you say that if it was a white man who was in the video, NBA, Luka Doncic, John Stockton, Steve Nash was up there, bloop, strippers in the back, huh? The first thing I know out here on my Facebook, I know out here, what you'll hear is, oh man, if it was a black dude, he'll be banned for life or banned. Y'all go extreme. Y'all take all his social media apart. Y'all be arresting his father for doing like y'all would go hard just to prove basically just to prove a point. It's not like, all right, you want to tear somebody down or I got you, mom, whatever. You're just trying to prove a point. A person of another ethnicity or another race can get away with this and this race can't. Bruh, no race can. No person can. The human race is what we are right now. We're so divided in so many different ways. Like, we're divided in every way possible, right? We're divided in every way possible. It kind of reminds me of Jesus' arc of getting two of every species together on a boat before a flood comes. We're already divided in every way possible, right? Big flood coming to wash us away. Hopefully we getting on Noah's Ark. You understand what I'm saying? I know that might sound corny to y'all, but think about the analogy that I'm talking about. How we're so spread out, how we're so divided from each other. The disconnect is there. The disconnect is there, and we only have 6 years to fix it. We have to start holding people accountable. Hard body. I'm not talking about, he'll do better. Nah, this age right now, we're indoctrinating people into being weak men, narcissistic, and I mean the real narcissistic, not the narcissistic word that people are just throwing around when someone wants to be a little bit selfish sometimes, or they say I don't want this, I actually want pizza type. You know, that's not a narcissist. That man just doesn't want pizza. I mean, that man doesn't want Chinese food. He wants pizza. Anyway, they got at me on my Facebook. I'm like, oh man, you bugging? You a cop? All right, whatever, man. I think that Ja shouldn't be in the league. I think he should be made an example of. I think he should. Look at me. Look. My battery going out or whatever. But I'm already done with the video. All right. Y'all let me know how I did in the video. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Ja's situation. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping. I know y'all all gonna tell me, oh, you wrong, loud and wrong. It is what it is. But let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know how y'all like. All right. Later.